Hello, my name is Jack Wolf. Welcome to my channel, Impressions. Today I want to talk to you about the curse of knowledge. The curse of knowledge is an overestimation of the amount of knowledge that people have. And experts will kind of have this. They'll kind of have this attitude about them, and they'll overestimate or maybe even underestimate the amount of knowledge that people have. So a professor from Columbia University, she wanted to determine if experts could overcome their curse of knowledge. And so she did this study. She asked expert guitar players that played right-handed to turn it over and play left-handed and vice versa. And then she asked them to strum with their non-dominant hand. And so left was right, right was left. Then she also asked some experts to play, and both groups played for 1 minute. And then she asked both sets of experts to watch a clip of a beginner who struggled to play a series of chords. And I want to get this right. She asked them to give advice to those beginners, but here is really the key, to rate how similar they felt to the person. Let me say that again. She wanted the expert to rate how similar they felt to that person or that beginner. And you might have already guessed, the expert that had to flip the guitar over and play it like a beginner was able to better relate to the beginner themselves. And in fact, in a study, they did a better job giving instruction to the beginner because they understood where that person was with their knowledge. And they didn't come across as, I'm the expert, pay attention, but they identified with them. Here was my impression when I read that. I thought about Jesus and the Bible. If anybody is an expert, it's Jesus. And when he comes on the scene, the Bible tells us that in Matthew chapter 13, that Jesus only spoke to them in parables. Now, I've been a Christian for a very long time. And I've been very guilty many times in my life when someone asks a question to rattle off one Bible verse after another and tell them this or tell them that and go into a lengthy story more than they ever really wanted to hear. Because I'm not thinking about really where they are. I'm thinking about where I am and what I know and want to display my expert knowledge on the Bible. Jesus certainly knew the Bible. He knew the Old Testament. The rest of the Bible wasn't written yet, as you would know. And he did talk to the Pharisees, even though he talked to them in the synagogue. But when he was out and about with people, what did he talk about? Gardening and farming and fishing and building and all these kinds of things. He walked as a servant among the group. He didn't ever come across as condescending or this kind of know-it-all attitude. Surely he made declarations, but boy, the way that he carried himself was just excellent. So here's what I want to encourage you to do. One, don't make it your goal to be an expert. Make it your goal to continually be a learner. Two, the other thing that we can do is sometimes in our mind, when we all of a sudden feel pretty excited about what we know and we're getting ready to tell somebody about it, kind of in your mind, flip the guitar over and play it the other way so you can identify as a beginner yourself with what you're trying to share with an individual and what connection you're actually trying to make with them. I think it's a great idea, and I hope you have a great week. I hope you have an opportunity to flip a guitar over and identify with beginners and always try to be a learner in our life. It'll benefit us and benefit those around us. God bless you. We'll see you next time.